Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angels in Action with Larkin. I am Larkin coming to you live from the United States. Thank you, guys. Welcome wherever you're listening from. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I know I'm a few hours later than usual, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. On Monday, we focus a lot on angels. We still do readings with guidance, but we focus a lot of our energy on the much higher vibrational frequencies when it comes to lessons and allowing angels to bring their messages through. I try to do some angel education there. On Wednesday, we have lessons on learning and readings with Larkin. And again, we work with your spirit teams. We still do keep practical guidance and wisdom. And your spirit teams ask me to bring through things that they know all of you need to hear. Because guess what, guys? Your spirit team knows who is here and exactly what you need. And then on Fridays, we have that especially set aside for animals with our animal communications, guidance, and wisdom. We talk about animal guides, animal messengers. We do animal mediumship and communication. I want to give you all a warning and a heads up about me. I am spread very thin. So if I miss a live, if I am super late, there's one of three things that has happened. I'm either doing an animal rescue, I am taking care of my parents, who my dad is staying with me right now and needs my constant care and attention, or I have a migraine. And on Friday, guys, my migraine hit me before I even was able to message anything about not going live. I've got my migraines down to 3 days, but there's usually one really bad day, and you would not want me reading for you on that day. Okay. So, anyway, that's why I was not here. So, we will be doing a makeup tomorrow, late afternoon. I will post that in my school. We'll do a makeup for you guys. But for tonight, I'm going to get on for 1 hour and we are going to move forward. We're going to do our Angels in Action readings. And I just want to remind all of you guys that I'm going to be going wherever spirit guides me to go. And here's the really cool thing about that is that since spirit knows who is here and who needs what, I follow their guidance completely. And sometimes you might get a message through someone else's reading that's actually more powerful than if I had called on you. Because sometimes when we're focused on what we want and what we're thinking about, and we're going, oh my gosh, okay, it's my reading, we have expectations. Sometimes without knowing it, we block ourselves. Okay, so just know that it's very important to instead of be thinking about when is she going to call on me, why hasn't she called on me? What are the other ones I hear? Nobody ever calls on me. Why doesn't anybody call on me? She doesn't like me. Maybe she doesn't see me. Okay, all these things. Um, Instead, give your energy, attention, and respect, hold space for whoever's getting a reading, because again, Spirit's going to be speaking to all of you in more ways than we realize. Okay. All right, let's say hi to everybody, and I'm going to put my school in the comments. If you guys like anything that I do, if you are feeling stuck, if you want to learn to trust your intuition better, if you want to build confidence in your relationships and your communication, or any area of your life, I am also a manifesting and mindset coach. So I help people to get unstuck and to create transformation. So if you join my school, it's only free for the first 200 people. You'll be in a like-minded community like the people here tonight who are wanting to learn to step into their power, to transform their lives, to get unstuck, to learn to manifest their dreams. Okay. And in my school, we do all of that combined. Okay. There's opportunities for all of those things, but I show you how to move forward with that. So if you like any of this, then you can join the school like I posted above. If not, please don't. We're collecting like-minded people there for a community. Okay. All right. I'm only going to be 1 hour, guys. My dad is sitting outside smoking his pipe, and I have things I got to do. It's so late here, so we're going to do 1 hour, but then I'll be back on Wednesday and tomorrow night for makeups. Okay. Hi, Kaweezy. I'm doing well, thanks. I feel so good since the migraine is over. Yay! Let's see. Hi, Collect Cutie. Guys, I do appreciate it when you say hello first. We are not pieces of meat. I don't like those kettle call readings where everybody just gets on and just throws a question out to the reader and doesn't even say hi. I think that's really pretty rude, actually. So just please at least hi to everyone and let us know where you're listening from. And before you go begging for readings here. Nelia, welcome. I was listening to the replay the other night, Nelia, and how patient you've been waiting for a reading. Let's see, Jenny Berlin, great to see you. Let's see. Oh dear. Okay, I've got you starred. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Kawezi, I got you starred too, buddy. Bless your heart for still being on. Guys, I'm scrolling down and saying hi. Hi, Brenda Lucas. Hi, Kelly. Welcome. I'm just starring you guys so that I can go up more quickly and go where Spirit asked me to. I can find the stars more quickly. You guys might only see one or two people on the platform that you are on, but for me, I see a ton of people because I'm dealing with about 8 or 9 different platforms. So I see listeners and participants from all those platforms. Okay, Brenda Lucas, good to see you. That's okay, Kelly. I wasn't on Furball Friday. I was I was in bed with a migraine. So let's see here. I didn't do anything Friday night. Let's see. And Schumann, welcome. Hello. You can. Guys, Spirit would like me to ask you to be specific because they're trying to help me speed up my readings on the free online readings. Because the purpose of the free online readings, as opposed to scheduling a private paid reading with a reader, is that we can help more people more quickly to get validation and comfort and to move on with choices and things. Okay. So it's a little bit more of like a fast food drive-through than a scheduled reading. So Spirit is trying to get me to be a little more efficient with that. And their way, since nothing is working, is to have me ask you to be a little more specific, just so I don't have to hunt and peck to get to the good stuff in the reading. Okay. Let's see. I see Lindsay. Welcome. Just get a couple more here and then we'll get started. Sunshine, I'm glad you caught me live too. I'm sorry, Jenny Berlin. I'm so sorry. Big hugs to you, sweetheart. Let's see. Oh, Kelly, your mom's there. Hello, Carol. I can feel you. Awesome. An angel reading is always great. Hello from Michigan, Joey. My dad is doing well, Nelia. Thank you. You know, it's one day at a time. One day at a time. He keeps me busy, let me tell you. I'm learning a lot. I truly appreciate that. Charm Murphy, hello from Sydney. Ireland Sunshine, I know, I love it. 2 a.m. All right, you fellows I know. I'm glad there's some people that I usually see on here. That's great. Hi, Jean Maloney. How are you doing? Good to see you. I am feeling much better. Thank you. Guys, I'll tell you what, with the help of the angels and my intuition and the work that I have been teaching my clients that I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza about how to get in the quantum world, I've been able to take my migraines from 7 to 10 days, where I couldn't even get out of bed for 5 of those days, to a 3-day migraine where I'm still functional and I only basically have 1 day in bed. So don't say it can't be done. Melissa, good to see you. Oh, I'm so glad you're back. Hi, Larkin. Let's see, 30th anniversary of my dad's passing. He visited my husband's dream. Oh, wow, is that great? That's so cool. Okay, I got you started. I was thinking about you when I was replaying lives, Melissa, too. Guys, I'm almost done scrolling down and starring here. Guys, don't forget, I do get back on the lives and respond to your comments if you did not get a reading. But remember, it takes me a while because I had a couple months worth to go through and I have to get on different platforms. So if I have not gotten back to you yet and you haven't gotten a reading yet, I will get back to you in some manner, okay? You just have to go back and check the messages or check and see if I've commented. Sunshine, you love watching me. That's wonderful. I'm so glad you enjoy it. Okay, so Lynn, if you could be more specific, please. Spirit says ask Larkin specific questions because she's so slow. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Nellie says, you're welcome. I know you have a lot of people wanting to hear from their loved ones. Absolutely. Yeah, that'll be a never ending bucket list, Nellie. I'll never be able to get to everyone. But don't forget, guys, Veronica has the absolute best readers here that I have ever seen. And she's so picky about who she allows to read on her platforms. Mom says, hi, Kelly. Yay. Ah, that's for Carol. Let's see. Blackpool, welcome. So sorry I say when I do these readings, guys, I do because I'm bouncing back and forth between conscious and different parts of my brain and consciousness. Unfortunately, I start to say and I don't like that. I got to work on that. Let's see. Anything from your grandma, Joey? Okay. Your beloved husband, Lynn. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so just so you guys, oh, Pierre Antonio, you're back. Welcome. Thank you. Okay, I got you a start. So what happens is, I just want to let you guys know, if you don't want to wait for me or whatever, Veronica has these great readers on here every single day. So, she basically, handpicks them. She approves of everyone that reads on her platform. And she's so blessed and gifted. You can always get an amazing reader from one of her readers or from her. And then my psychic medium page is down here. And then, of course, the school, the first 200 people get to join my school for free. And then that shows you when I'm live, except today I tried to go live for 4 hours and things happen. Okay, before I get started, I also have to tell you, hopefully my husband and I rescued a monarch chrysalis today. When I was a naturalist, I learned how to do monarch chrysalis surgery, which is really cool. You take a little thread and you're able to tie it if the chrysalis falls, and you have to do it just right and hang it the right way in the right spot. So cross your fingers. When I was just about to get on the live at 7:30, my husband came in with this chrysalis. So hopefully we saved a monarch today. And I take it as approval from the gods that our butterfly garden is official, because we had a monarch butterfly make a chrysalis in our butterfly garden that we've been working on for 3 years. So had to share that. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm going to scroll up and see here where they start. And guys, when we finish tonight, I did bring some angel cards. I might even use these today. I only use these on Monday. These are the Doreen Virtue ones. She doesn't believe in doing this anymore, but she was a natural. She's just amazing. So I'll probably do a daily guidance card for everybody before we leave. Okay. All right. I didn't miss anybody, but I probably did. Dana, welcome. Don't forget, guys, be specific. Let me know specifically so I can sort of just jump right to the reading. Okay. All right. I'm going to go back up here to the top some. All right. I think this is interesting. Hold on a second. I'm doing well, Kweezy. Thank you, buddy, for asking. Oh, wait, here. Sorry, guys. I have to scroll. Sometimes it likes the way I scroll up, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, we're going to start here. I haven't read a few in a few days. Guys, I do try to read for people I haven't read before. But let me start with Kweezy today. He makes every single one of my lives. I love it. Let's see. You found another feather in your driveway. Yeah, so this is a good question. And this is something that we talk about in my Awakening Your Intuition course and mastermind, is answering these very questions. Sure. And I don't often talk about feathers because I feel like people overuse them. But your dad really does give you feathers, Kweezy. Have you found the really big one he said he was going to send you yet? The reason that you guys would have something consistent, there's two reasons you would have something really consistent and repetitive. One is just simply the very first thing, guys, that all souls want you to know is that they are there. Okay, you might have this fantasy in your head of all these amazing things that you want, spirit or your loved ones or angels to guide you or tell you, because the ego wants that excitement. Our ego wants drama. Okay, it does. It wants spirit to jump in and tell us, don't talk to so and so anymore, break up with so and so, don't buy that car. I mean, that's what we want, because in real life, when we're here with our loved ones, we are interacting ego to ego, right? The soul sort of seems to take a back seat, our consciousness, and we are interacting that way. So when we get like repetitive things, repetitive numbers, repetitive birds, repetitive feathers, that sort of thing, it can mean a couple of things. It's either that they're sending a message we're not getting, okay? Lessons are repeated until learned. Or if it's something like a feather, which typically feathers, butterflies, dragonflies, those typical things we talk about, that a lot of, like my family uses cardinals, that is specifically to be a constant reminder that they are present, they are there. And it can be literal, like they're there in that moment. So maybe you're thinking about them, or maybe you have something to do that day, or maybe you have something you're constantly working on, or, it's there. It's your dad's way, Kawezi, of being like, I'm here. He's constantly reminding you every day he's there. Okay. Now, guys, sometimes a feather's just a feather, right? Sometimes it is. In Kawezi's case, his dad is his daily reminders are, and that might take her off, but he's letting you know I'm there. I mean, I'm here. I'm always here, right? I'm constantly here. That's a really good question. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Thanks for being here, Kawezi. I look forward to seeing you on 25th for Meet Your Spirit Guides. Don't forget, guys, if you want to do Meet Your Spirit Guides, it is the 25th, Saturday the 25th, and I only have 2 spots left. It's absolutely free. Okay. Let's see. Jenny Berlin, I know I just gave you a great reading, came through from Spirit for you last week, but you have another dear soul who just crossed over. Let's see. Your friend Shar just died this week. Okay, I'm so sorry. Now I'm not sorry for the natural process of which your friend chose, because our souls choose when to cross over and when to be born. Despite what religion tells us. The angels who we focus on today, their number one job is to protect your free will. That is their number one job. So even the angels, unless it's your guardian angel saving your life and you don't have time to ask, for the most part, unless you ask for help, they cannot do anything. Okay, there are very few exceptions. So even in our passing, we have chosen the exact moment. Okay, so please know that Shar is at peace and made the choice. I'm also being shown the choice of being given several options. Jenny, just in the comments, yes or no, for those of you that are not familiar with me, when I'm doing evidence for a soul, I don't want you to tell me what's going on, but I do need you to tell me yes and no. Hi, Kira Jade, welcome. I've got to start, honey. You believe that, Jenny? Yeah. So, what you need to do is say yes, no, and then whatever it is, right? So, no, I didn't recognize those shoes, or yes, red made sense, or no, I didn't know someone that wore glasses, that type of thing. So I know what I'm talking about, because I'll scroll the comments up, or I won't look at them because they'll screw me up. Screw up what's coming in. I want to give you the evidence and then see if it relates. Okay. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It might be related to someone else. It might be leading us somewhere, but it's important that I follow the flow of spirit. So just make sure you give that validation. Okay. So Jenny, I don't know if this is in regard directly to Shar or someone she knows, or you, but this is coming in very clearly from her right now. Something surrounding this whole situation and her passing. Had she had an NDE before that you know of, Jenny? Because immediately what came up um, was I got you started here, Jade. Hey, Tom. Oh, thank you, honey. Sorry, my dad just went to come inside and we have to help him. Immediately, what came in very clearly was something about an NDE because I'm being shown, and I'm asking in side conversation. I have these side conversations with spirit while I'm translating the vibrational frequency for you guys. But what's happening is I'm being shown an NDE and an experience and being shown a life departing at the time or not departing at the time. Um, and and I'm being shown a choice, just like you read about in those near-death experiences where people have been shown what life would be prior or after. Jenny, can you let me know if this relates to you, please? Because Sean is actually really anxious, not anxious in a bad way, but like excited to communicate and connect with you, and is saying like just immediately it was like NDE, had the option to choice, being shown things, to come and stay. And I don't know if this is in reference to Shar or to you, but it's definitely revolving around the two of you. And I'm also being very adamant. Like Shar is very adamant. Like this was the time for me to go. This was okay, Jen. Like this is the way it was supposed to be. This was my choice before I was born. I was asked if this is still the path I wanted, and my soul said yes. And there are reasons, Jenny, you are unaware of. So I'm mixing now the messages being shared with the evidence. So don't worry, we're still doing evidence. Sometimes it comes in that way mixed. But everything is as it should be. I mean, very adamant. Again, not anxious as the soul, but enthusiastic to share this with you and be like, look, it's okay. Like, I know it doesn't seem like it to you, but from the other side, this is all is well. And the other thing I'm being shown this really cool necklace. It looks sort of exotic, like maybe something you might get on a vacation. It's like different size and shape beads. It's longer than the one I'm wearing. It's probably down here. At the bottom, there's a really cool bead. I don't know if it's wooden or if it's some sort of interesting texture. It looks like something that would be handmade, like a handmade necklace. It's sort of long. Let's see. And I'm seeing it around her neck, but it might be something that you have or something that you or someone gave her. It looks like something, and it looks handmade. And then it's like, just in this gesture, like this is how it was supposed to be. It's okay. And there's so much joy there. I'm being told there's so much work to be done. There wasn't as much left behind here as you thought. I'm also being told that, okay, you guys do connect in the astral plane. And maybe there was a little voice, Jenny, going on within you before. Some sort of intuition. And I know I sound like I'm jumping around. I'll bring this back full circle, okay? You, Jenny, with your intuitive abilities and gifts, are absolutely not responsible for your friend's passing. Okay? There's nothing you could have done. This was Shar's choice, completely surrounded by angels, and again, really thoroughly questioned. I'm really getting there was a lot of questioning are you sure this is what we are still doing? Not that there was any disapproval there at all. But please know it was a soul choice, okay? All right, so before I do any more of that, I'm going to come over here and make sure this relates to you. This is very clear, really good, clear communicator. Shar is very good, clear communicator. Let's see. I see it, Kira Jade. I got you started, honey. Thank you all for your patience, okay? Jenny, yes, NDE. Okay. So was that you that had the NDE, or was that Shar that had the NDE? Jenny, let me know, please, because that was the first thing. I mean, that came through so clear. I was being shown that and being shown the choice. Let's see. Hi, Sunshine. At Sunshine, welcome. How wonderful. Retreats sound wonderful. I'll get back to your message, okay? I'm scanning down here to see. Like I said, guys, I don't look at the comments if I'm doing the evidence part unless I need something immediate. So let me go back here. Oh, you saw the vision of this passing too. Okay, all right. Okay, so you did have a vision of this and you did have an intuition. Got it. You guys see how this works? So I'm getting validation, and then what's not validated, we have to go back and clear up to make sure it's alignment. You do not want to be reading the wrong soul for the wrong person, okay? And it can happen. It can happen because all that's happening is I'm translating a countless amount of vibrational frequencies. And the only thing I can relate it to is like translating thousands of languages at one time into English, human, ego, brain, okay? All right. The necklace. Yes. 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 Okay. Okay. It had such an oriental feel to me. So, okay, that makes sense. A yin yang necklace. Okay. So, guys, that is part of the evidence. Okay. That's evidence. Okay. Okay. She was psychic like you. So, Jenny, know that this experience that you had the NDE. Okay. Okay. All right. It did seem like you had the NDE, but I was also being shown that she had these intuitions and visions and this clear choice, which happens during an NDE. So the fact that you're saying, yes, she was psychic like you, confirms that for me. Okay. So that to me is evidence. All right. So here's the really cool thing that Shar is excited about for you, Jenny, for the two of you. Okay. I got you, Perry Antonio. I got to start, okay? I'm going where Spirit's guiding me here. I see your question, Joey. So here's what I think is really cool. Because a lot of us who are using our psychic abilities do not have friends who pass who are aware of their abilities, right? Who are actively psychic, right? And when you're on the other side, yes, it doesn't really matter, but it is cool for the soul on the other side when that's something you're working on and practicing here and you're aware of those abilities. Okay, so it's going to be way more fun for sure than it is for a lot of souls because you are going to be actively like working on this and connecting and communicating. This is not 100% guarantee, guys. I mean, I'm a lifelong intuitive psychic medium and a channel, but I'll tell you what, I have had loved ones pass away that if I didn't know better, I would have said, they're not there. They don't want to talk to me. They disappeared. And guess what? They can do that. They can choose to take some time off after a life, okay? But usually it's because we are traumatized to a certain level that we are blocking them out, okay? We want it so badly, okay? So this is going to be neat, and I'm excited to have you keep me posted on this. Let me know. You can even post it in the school, guys. The school is it's a community where you guys can ask questions and interact. Okay, so keep me posted on this process. All right. So another thing I'm seeing that I think is really really interesting. I guess something on my face, had Chrome or something. Another thing I think is interesting, Jenny, is that you guys are going to be starting a whole new chapter in that you are going to be able to, your soul and your intuition is going to be getting information that Shar is also getting, and you guys are going to be able to work together on things. Okay, so what you really want to do is, it doesn't matter how good of a psychic you are, You always can keep improving. And Shar is going to be helping you to do that. Okay? You're going to continuously be, Shar is going to be helping you enhance those abilities, helping you get more evidence, helping you be more specific, helping you get better about things. And you'll do that just because of your drive and desire to have that connection with Shar. Okay. You have a soul connection, right? You love that. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Now, guys, even if I had more time and I didn't have to get to everyone and this was like a private reading, we go a lot more in depth, obviously, in private readings, right? But isn't that cool, Kelly? But I try to be as thorough as I can on here. Okay, I really do. I try to give you guys as much thorough information as I can. I speak a lot faster than I should because the information comes so quickly. So just know this. Please do what I teach my Awaken Your Intuition clients, Jenny, and use your writing and your journaling as a tool for refining that sword, right? For polishing and sharpening your skills so you can look back, see your mind on paper, ask questions, get faster about getting specific answers. And I think that what you're going to find is that you and Shar begin to channel information, because I see Shar in a library doing research, doing spiritual work, and that's going to be sent through to you, and you're going to be able to connect it, and Char's going to be able to feed it to you, and you guys are going to have a partnership. This is what I'm being shown. I think this is beautiful and amazing, and I would love to follow your journey. So please keep me posted, okay? All right, Jenny, I'm going to send you off with Char. Spirit's like, keep moving, girl. Keep moving. So I'm going to try to do better tonight here, and I'm going to move on to the next person, but I'm going to send Char with you. Thank you for letting me read for you again, Jenny. It is such a pleasure. All right. Let's see here. Spirit is taking me to the starred ones. Starred. Okay. Sometimes my little cursor gets stuck going up and down. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm just going with Spirit's taking me, guys. I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can. Okay. Lindsay O'Neill, are you still here? Lindsay O'Neill. I always want to make sure that I am asking if you guys are present, because sometimes people have to get off or they get tired and get off. And if you don't come back and check, then I haven't read for someone here and you never even hear my reading. Okay, sorry, my lips are dry. All right. Let's see if you're still on here. Thank you guys for your patience, by the way. God knows you got to be patient for my reading. Let's see here. Yay, you're there. Okay, awesome. All right. So, guys, don't forget, if you're not being read for right now, Spirit knows you're here, and we'll be giving information back to you that you might need. So, just please pay attention. Okay. Let's see. I do want to say this. I just saw this from Jenny, the reading we just finished up. I do want to see this here. I do have a connection with her. Loved her for many years, my dear friend, Larkin. Oh, you're so welcome, Jenny. Thank you. I'm glad that helped you. Thank you. All right, Valerie Griffith, welcome. Yay. All right. Let's connect with your mom here. Let's see. Let's see. Lindsay, do you have a sister or a really close girlfriend in your presence near you that you're very, very close to? I'm immediately seeing a very close sister energy to you. Just yes or no, friend or sister. Don't tell me anymore. Just yes or no to the evidential question, okay? Let's see. List is not closed, Alessa G's. Alessa G's, I don't know what list you mean, but let me know. Let's see here. Oh, welcome, Valerie. Welcome. I'm glad you decided to join us. So, as I'm asking your mom to come forward, Lindsay, really like the first thing that pops up, like even before I'm given a description of her or evidence of what she looks like or what happened or anything like that, the first thing that pops up is the presence of another a woman about your age, super, super close to you. So it's either like a best friend, like a really close female friend, or it is a sister. It's much more like a sister energy, but energetically, it doesn't necessarily mean it's biological sister. So that's why I'm asking for that validation, because if this is true, then this is evidence of your mom coming through and really saying first and foremost, like, I'm seeing you both, like you're both here. This is evidence. I wouldn't know that you have a sister, Lindsay, or that you have this really close friend. So I'm going to come back over here to the comments and scroll down and see. Let's see here. I see you, Nelia. I love the hearts, Nelia. Let's see here. Okay, Lindsay, yes. Close sister. Um, and your cousin's best friend is very, very close. Okay. Okay, so it looks like so you have both, right? Okay, makes sense. Oh, I see. Your mom and your cousin best. Oh, wait a second. Mom and my cousin best friend in heaven. Okay. Uh, my cousin's best friend. Very, very close. Okay, so let me make sure I get this right. Yes to the sister, and your your cousin's best friend. You're very, very close with is what I'm getting. Your mom and your cousin are your mom and your cousin's best friend you're close in heaven, or your mom and your cousin's best friend. If you use a full sentence, that would be great. I need to ask this because now that I've read this, it will screw up what comes in if I don't clarify what you are saying. Okay, which is exactly why I'm careful not to read comments. But this energy comes in your age. Okay. Let's see here. A little bit older, your age. So Lindsay, I need to get this straight though. Your mom and your are you saying your cousin is your best friend, was your best friend and is in heaven? Or are you saying your cousin and your mom are best friends in heaven? I can't understand what you guys are saying. Okay. We're all very, very close. Mom and cousin, best friends. Oh, cousin, best friend is in heaven. Your cousin's best friend is in heaven. Okay. Got it. All right. So, but the energy I'm getting, I believe, is the one that your mom is showing me is your sister. Okay. So that's good. Let's see here. Okay. Yes. Okay. Your cousin's best friend in heaven. Okay. That's the first interpretation I got. Excellent. Guys, words can twist things up. That's why I'm so careful not to look at comments. But sometimes I have to just see the validation first. Um, let's see. Uh, Yes, Elisa G's. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a makeup. So you can come, we can do the fur ball since I have a long list today already. Elisa G's, come tomorrow and we'll do your fur baby, okay? Um, let's see here. I'd love to connect with you more, Elisa G's. So, okay, so your mom showed us that immediately, and that really is confirmation that she's there and she's watching over the two of you. Wow, so glad you guys are close. Like she's really showing me this closeness on a soul level and on a down to earth level as well. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I might sound like I'm jumping around. Again, if I'm doing evidence, I'm not going to be looking over in the comments and then I will. So I just need to say yes and no and then make the yes and no as clear as you can in regards to what you're yes and knowing. Because I strum out evidence and then when I go to finally look at comments, it's so far down the line, I won't know what the yes and those mean if you don't tell me what they relate to, okay? All right. So, mm, okay, so I'm being shown and made to feel either something in this area here, and it's either something I'm feeling here as far as breathing or swallowing or sort of like almost like a weird sensation here. It's either related to digestive issues that I'm experiencing here or something associated with up here. This could be you, Lindsay, or this could be in relation to your mom. I'm asking your mom to share with me and sort of share that with me, like define and redefine it for me. Let's see. And then who has the circulation issues? I'm being made to feel circulation issues as well. I'm also being shown something about the head, the head or brain area. Um, but the girl I'm being shown, Lindsay, here is being shown a woman here close to you is still alive in this world. You're showing me, okay? Oh, thank you, Mark. I'm glad you're enjoying my energy, honey. Let's see here. You come with this freaking examine. We're still doing this. One of these days we'll get this straight. You're like sisters, got it. Okay. You're welcome, Elisa G's. So, let's see. So I'm gonna do some more of this evidence, and then I will scroll down past Elsa Jesus' comment. Okay. So just again, just yes or no, and what it's in regards to. Okay, Lindsay. So anyway, I'm being shown these multiple things, and I'm asking her to please help sort them out for me. Please for who? Because sometimes the vibration comes through and they make me feel things in my body, but it may not all be for one person. So this might be about her passing. This might not. First, like I said, I'm feeling up here. It's almost like a burping feeling or kind of a weird sensation that I think has to do with somebody's digestive issue. And then I'm feeling things that look like they have to do with some sort of circulation issues in the limbs. But then immediately I feel I'm taken to, I believe this is a separate person, which I'm thinking might have been your mom, because I'm asking her to define it for me, and I believe her way of doing that was to make me feel like this is a separate person. I just get this heaviness, like, which to me is making me feel like it's someone now on the other side, that it's sort of a past experience. But it's just something that has to do with the head issue. There's an going in and out of consciousness. There's almost a fading out of consciousness, but could still hear, feel everything. It seems like there was something going on in the brain, within the skull. It just wasn't right. It just felt heavy, almost like, I don't know if it was tumors or if it was bleeding or if it was clotting. There was something going on that didn't feel right. It felt odd. It felt heavy. I can hear things in my ears, almost like the person thinking your room could hear either pulsing or things going on in the brain, and sort of an in and out of consciousness happening. I'm being shown that at this time there were experiences happening that for her, because this is what I believe is happening, is going on the other side, sort of in and out of this world. During this time, there was being here and sort of this suffering aspect going on with these emotional senses and the anticipation and fear decisions. But then on the other side of this was this sort of fade out and go to the other side, which happens quite often, really, where our angels and our loved ones take us over and kind of coax us, kind of help us. Like, but you're going to be coming home, sort of help us slowly integrate back before we pop back onto the other side, which is like the easiest thing you could ever possibly do. If you guys knew how easy it was for you to pop your consciousness back out of this body, onto the other side. You wouldn't believe it. So this is what I'm feeling. I'm thinking that she passed from something that had to do with this head. I'm not going to call it a head trauma. I feel like it was a slow trauma happening, some sort of condition or disease that she was dealing with. But that's gone now, right? It's fine on the other side. Let's see here. And then I'm seeing that uh, it looks as though your mom, just yes or no, please, in the evidence, uh, your mom passed away in a bed. Um, and I'm not sure if this is you being present at the time of passing, although I believe that it is you and someone else she loved very close, another woman. It could be a prior to, but I believe this is at the time of, because these are the moments she's showing me are really relevant. Being able to hear and feel your presence and your love there around this bed. I'm also seeing her in a hospital room, and I'm not sure if this passing was, if she's showing me all these different things. I'm not sure if the passing was in the hospital or if these were prior times of visitations where things were getting worse and there were issues happening before her passing. She's showing me this. And then I don't know who has the lovely gold bracelet. It almost looks like it's a rose gold bracelet. It's a lovely pair of earrings. I see sort of almost like a strawberry light brown or blonde hair. I'm being shown fainted images that your mom would have seen closer right before her passing. Um, these are things that she was seeing. I'm getting chills, so this is her telling me these are things she does want me to share and thanking me for sharing. And then I'll look. So just make sure you do the yes or no and what is for, so that when I look at the evidence, I know if we have to backtrack and redirect, or if this is resonating with you, if I'm describing it correctly for you to resonate with it. Okay. But basically, she was able to see like this partial images. She was processing part of what she was seeing, right? So seeing earrings, seeing hair, seeing people's hands that she recognized, seeing the jewelry, seeing you know, uh, healthcare workers, and she was just everything was fragmented, but it was okay because she had so much peace on the other side with her loved ones, um, and it looks like her parents on the other side. I'm seeing a little more faded grandparental figures. I know that's very general, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing what looks like an aunt, perhaps that was very close, or an older sister present with her. Somebody had a lovely, like, kind of wavy haired, medium length, shaggy haired, medium sized little dog. Really cute little thing. Sort of almost like blonde or taupe and kind of tan that was there greeting her as well. Guys, this doesn't mean these are the only animals or people that were there greeting. This is just what I'm being shown right now, okay? Doesn't mean it's the only things, the only ones there. It just means that's what I'm picking up on, what she's able to get through to me. So this is kind of cool because what she's showing me is, and I'm still getting chills, so I feel like we're on track. She's showing me, it was really neat because she was really between worlds. She's showing me what she saw as she was leaving and how this world was fading out. And this is so cool. Like, I'm getting such chills as I say this because each soul journey, as they show me their passing, is very different. And she had this cool opportunity that her loved ones and her spirit team was really helping guide her over slowly in this transition so she could feel more and more at home and remember there versus here. So she went from not wanting to leave here, being scared, being stressed and worried, to being sort of coaxed and welcomed and reinvited home. So as time went on, she was feeling more and more comfortable on the other side, to the point where on the day of her passing, she was comfortable in both worlds. She was a foot in both worlds. She was seeing less and less, sensing less and less here, more and more over there. And she had this easy, beautiful transition of literally being welcomed. Like someone was outstretched, all of her loved ones and angels outstretching their hand, like, helping you from the gondola, back up onto solid ground, back home. Because remember, my friends, it's not you're born and then you die. We have to stop thinking that way. It's that you were over there for eternity first. You have been an eternal electromagnetic energy, conscious energy for eternity first. This is just a little pit stop. That's all this is. Okay. So this isn't the end all. You were someone first. So just keep that in mind. And she's doing a beautiful job of sharing that. All right. Let's see. Bye, Mark. See you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to scroll up. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Let's see. I have a lot of these issues. Got it. Okay. So that's evidence showing me things you are feeling that you go through. Let's see. We'll see if she gets more specific in that evidence validation there. Mom had cancer, went to the brain. Okay. All right. Guys, isn't this amazing? Not that I'm amazing. Isn't this amazing? Isn't the fact that spirit can come through us? I don't know Lindsay from Adam. I just have to blindly trust. Isn't this incredible that she can get this through? So, I'm amazed at your mom's beautiful ability to communicate, Lindsay, because wow. Okay, that's what she was showing me. Okay, so the brain cancer, that's evidence there. Yes. Okay, as a matter of fact, you suffer with burping and stomach issues. Okay, so that was her showing me that's what you were experiencing. And then for those of you learning evidential mediumship, this is a cool example because she actually made me feel that where it like was caught right here and then I kind of burped it up while I was talking to you guys. That's then I side conversation. I was like, is this for you or someone else? And then she started dividing up what was hers and what was yours so I could feel it and separate the two in my own mind. Okay. And she was immediately like showing me it was directed, made me feel like it was directed and connected to some issues. So that was more evidence she gave me. Thank you for validating that. That's incredible. I would not have known that. This means, Lindsay, she's watching you. She's concerned about you, and she knows what's going on in your life. That should make you very close to her still, okay? All right, let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this made sense. Let's see. Okay, yes. Okay. Lizzie, this will be our ongoing joke. Yes, you're in bed with your sister. Okay. That's why I see you guys so close. That was the first thing she showed me was the two of you literally like this. Like, and it's funny because all throughout this reading, she keeps showing me you guys shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. And I'm going, okay, mom, shoulder to shoulder. I got it. I got it. And you are. You're literally shoulder to shoulder if you guys are sitting there in bed together. That's amazing. But more evidence, guys. Understand the whole point of this is for you to heal and understand that your relationship has not ended, it is merely transformed. This reading has zero to do with me and my ability. It has zero to do with you and your ability. It has everything to do with the fact that your mom loves you so much that she's working hard to come through and say, look, I can see you. I'm coming through this person who doesn't know us. You're shoulder to shoulder, you're side by side, and you're close. These are your health issues. This is how I passed. This is what I saw. I mean, I just love this. Your mom's an amazing communicator. Okay, so this is resonating with you. Awesome. Thank you for the heart, sunshine. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, awesome. Oh, I love it. I got more chills. Okay. So as you're validating her evidence, she's giving me more chills. Like if she was here right now, she's showing me, she'd be hugging you both, her arms around both of you and crying with her head down. And I feel that emotion right now. Her love for you you two is so, so, so profound. And it is such at a soul level. And I can tell you right now, there is no way for even one moment um, that she will never not be there for you guys. And here's another thing. So now we did the evidence part. I'm getting to this emotion part, these messages part. She's sharing with me. She's using all my clairs because I can use all my clairs here. She's making me feel, and she's saying, "Don't either of you think for one moment that I will not continue to be there for you." And I get such chills. That's her saying, "Yes, thank you." So she likes the way I'm saying it. If not, I'll backpedal and re-say it. The other thing is like she. This is hard to believe, but it's true. She can be there for you just as much as she was in this world, just in a different way. Okay. You three are so soul connected. And when you guys get back to the other side, you're gonna be like this. Like she's showing me you guys three peas in a pod. So soul connected. You both chose to come to her, you chose her as your mom. And she's showing me more of like you guys have this love soul energy like best friends. And she's there for you. She's saying she will answer you anytime you ask. So if you do not think you are hearing from her and you do not think you're getting an answer, okay, just please understand. Oh my God, it was your dog. Oh, 16 years. Well, your dog's with her. Your dog is with her and popped up with like the biggest freaking little smile. I mean, that's the cutest damn dog. Sorry. So cute. They're together. Okay. Um, you're loving this. This is helping. Oh, so this is helping you, the four of you. Oh. Um, yes. Us three girls. Yes. Yes. Well, yes, the four of you. All of you are that close. Absolutely. Absolutely. She's just talking to you two right now. But yes, all of you, your family. You guys came together as a soul family. Okay. You came together as a soul family. And you're going to stay that way. And you were that close before you came. And let me tell you what a gift that is. Because sometimes we come with our soul companions and we come intentionally to trigger and challenge each other. We come with karmic issues. You guys had a lot of grace. You were able to come and just be together like that. Okay. But back to what she's telling you is whenever you ask, she will answer. You might not always be able to receive the answers you want, but whenever you ask, she will answer. Okay. So just please know that. And if you think you're not getting the answer, just let go of the expectation of the outcome and it will come at the perfect time. I teach my Awakening Your Intuition clients, please, please, please journal. Please journal because it will strengthen your connection to her so much. And don't forget when you ask, just trust and let go. Let her surprise you because when you don't have an expectation, that's when it comes through. And I see you guys having this happen so easily. Here's another cool thing she's telling me is going to happen. Isn't that sweet, Kelly? I know. I know. I feel like I want to cry too. um, and oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello, Kitty. Mom had 4 kids. My cousin. Okay, come here. Come here. Tangelo, I'm sorry. My cat's about ready to knock my computer off, guys. Tangelo. So she wants you to, isn't it beautiful, Melissa? I haven't forgot about you, girl. Um, she wants you guys to know that another way you can validate continuously that she's with you is you both will start getting like thinking the same thing at the same time. You both may have had shared an astral plane experience where she would have visited you in dream, even if you don't remember it. She'll be speaking to both of you about things at the same time. And so when you both come up with the same ideas or you both agree on something or you both feel like she's around, you guys can use each other to validate her presence. Okay. So, Lindsay and your sister, thank you so much for the honor of allowing me to connect with your mom. Your loved ones come with you guys. So, it is such an honor for me to get to meet them and to get to have met your mom and have her take me through what she was going through and experiencing. Allow me to see through her eyes. I don't know if you guys realize, I know, isn't he adorable? Tandle is freaking adorable. My little Gemini tiger kitty. Um, little booger butt. But I don't know if you guys realize it is such a sacred thing to have souls allow you to see through their eyes and experience what they experience. It is truly an honor, and I take it so humbly, uh, because what an honor to be able to be that vehicle and to allow them to share those experiences with me. I don't have anything to do with it, right? I find that very sacred. So that was very important. Lindsay says, I dreamed of mom 2 days after passing. It felt so real. She was saying sorry. Absolutely. So before I let you go and move on to the next reading, Lindsay, just so you all know, these are the types of things. And yes, I am sharing this because for those of you who want or need to improve your intuitive abilities or your mediumship skills, who want validation and confidence in your intuition, or in your ability and your power of choice to reclaim your power. This is where my free school, I think, is so important because if I don't tell you guys about this, you won't know. But I'm creating this community for people who have these questions and they want to build confidence in their own abilities. And so if you guys want to join my school, there is the link. If you're not interested in that, please do not join. If you are, it helps people to get unstuck, to build confidence in their intuitive abilities and their abilities to make decisions and reclaim their power. It's free for the first 200 people. Excuse me. You can join my school there, and I offer everything from free events to high-end coaching. Okay. And our Awakening Your Intuition Mastermind. So that is there if you guys want to get better at connecting with your loved ones or spirit guides. Okay. Um, your dream comment reminded me of this, Lindsay, because I want to send you off with what I would share with my coaching clients, which is that the first 3 days to a week that a soul passes, their vibrational frequency can stay very heavy and close to the earth. Okay, so they can make their visitations, their dreams, their visitations, even visits when you're not dreaming, to say their goodbyes in this world, to reconnect with things. And it also allows them to experience without their body in a very human sensory way. And so there's a lot of things that happen during that time, actually. But so that makes sense that within those 3 days that she came to you in a dream, I would go to venture. It was not just a dream. There's a difference between a dream, a visitation, and interacting in the astral plane. I would venture to say it was more of a visitation that she gave you, which happens during our dream state. Okay. So that's very important. Let's see. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome, Lizzie. Thank you for allowing me to participate in this. And you guys will be able to interact with and sense your mom more easily now that we've had this reading. We've opened up this channel. Okay. Hi, Kelly Sutton. Welcome. So I'm going to send you off with your mom. Bless you all and keep me posted. Okay. All right. Mwah. Thank you, guys. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Uh, let's see. Melissa says, we in turn are grateful that you share your gift with us, Lord. Even if we don't get readings, it's amazing to listen to others' readings. I'm so glad you're enjoying it, Melissa. Thank you. I work my best to get through to everybody. Good night, Lindsay. Thank you for your patience, Melissa. And I will say this, guys, you all have intuitive abilities. Okay. I would not say that these are Hold on, my cat's gonna pull over the. Hello, buddy. My cat's like climbing on the lizard cage. Um, I do appreciate that. I don't know that I would call them gifts. I think that this is all we all have these abilities as a soul, and the more you practice them, the better they get. I don't believe in just practicing by the book. You really have to the Awakening Your Intuition online course and mastermind that my clients are in helps teach you to do that. We each have our own unique way. So just please know that you all have the ability to connect with your loved ones. You all have the ability to conduct readings like this. You may use different clairs or have different strengths or whatever. Um, but just know that if you guys want to, you can all do this too. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, guys. I'm scrolling down. A little over an hour here. We'll do a couple more. Let's see who's still on here. Let's see here. I know some of you have been on here like so many times waiting for me, so I'm gonna do a makeup tomorrow. I'm so sorry I had a migraine on Friday. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's do. We're gonna get to you, Melissa. Let me do Carol first here. She was starred next. Hope you're still here, Carol. Sorry. You guys really have to be patient to get a reading from me, don't you? It's almost like you're paying for it anyway. Okay. All right. Luckily, we are in the same time zone, I believe. Okay. So let's see. Kelly, she is. Yay. Carol and I would be having a party right now if we were there. If I was in Florida, we'd be down on the beach. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So you have a whole circle of angels around you, actually, Carol, but there's one specifically working with you right now, and I believe I know from your reading in regards to what this is for, really trying to help you work on the things that you're working on right now and a lot of things together, a lot of paradigms and dimensions and lives. And wow, you guys have a big project going on. There's an absolutely like huge gold and white angel standing behind and above you right now. I have to say, like when I share these types of readings, I what I'm experiencing and what I say that comes out of my mouth feels like two different things. It's not really. What I experience, just so you guys know, blows me away. And I have seen and sensed and experienced things like this my whole life. And I believe in it. And I want you guys to not just be listening to me or watching me read. I want you guys to actually have an experience when you get on one of my lives. And I don't know, unless we did a mind meld, I don't know how to share that with all of you. So what ends up coming out of my mouth is a description. I feel it sounds so like made up and fake and euphoric. But I assure you from my experience and what I am seeing, that this is a very real description that I'm sharing with you, at least how my brain is interpreting it. And I think that for some of you, it may sound super cheesy, but I'm hoping that for Carol, there is the validation here in the fact that hopefully she relates to what I'm sharing and can already sense and experience this beautiful being as well. So I would not say that this was the guardian angel, your guardian angel, Carol, but I would say that this is um, an angel, a guardian angel that has been with you your entire life, and has come forth at particular times of growth and transformation, of soul remembering and awakening, of cosmic memory and enlightenment. And what I'm seeing is that you are in this process of unfolding. of tremendous um, awakening and enlightenment, almost like emergence of your soul and your human self, your human mind and your soul coming together, um, all sort of at one time. You're sort of merging, like your higher, wise, cosmic self is growing and expanding into human form, and almost like um, almost transforming into this like master teacher type of being, if this makes sense to you. So, and this is the beautiful thing I see happening, and hopefully this makes sense to you, Carol. Um, I don't want to be sharing anything that you're maybe not aware of yet, because I don't want to give you ideas, but I'm sharing what your angel is sharing with me. Um, because like it's all energy, like everything on this angel is moving, the robe, the hair, like it's all this like so much more beautiful than anything solid. It's glowing. It's like there's this golden light and glow just shining from it. But your angels have been waiting your whole life for this. Something has shifted in the past few months that you have realized and awakened or accepted and transformed within you, which is one of the reasons you came into this life. One of the reasons. There's like a convergence of all these past life lessons and purposes and reasons, and you are at this precipice of soul growth and transformation and evolution right now. And this is just really beautiful. This angel is here to oversee this. And I see that it looks as though, like when you are sleeping and dreaming, the angels have been working on you and working with you. Please don't knock the coke over. No, 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 no. Sorry. This cat. Um, the angels have been working with you. Here, I'm going to put this out here. Sorry, guys. The cat was about ready to knock everything over. The angels have been working with you. Um, there we go. To help you transition into the new version of yourself, which is one of the reasons you came into this world. And it's a culmination of like a lot of eons, Carol, a lot of work, a lot of lifetimes, a lot of discoveries, a lot of awakenings, all happening for you, like at one time. And at nighttime, you're working on this, like you're working on this integration, and they're working on you while you sleep. So this is pretty neat. So any validation for you of this, um, Carol, would be you feeling things going on sort of in the background, you having shifts in perspective, you having times where you won't necessarily just be like boom, like feel maybe empowered all the time, but you might fluctuate between sort of questioning yourself and new ways of thinking and awareness, and then a surge of confidence and knowing. And it's really this coming out of this cocoon that has been a long time in the making. And this beautiful angel is overseeing all of this. I'm being told, and I'm being shown what looks like Aramaic or Hebrew writing and script. Um, and I'm asking, why are they showing me this, and what am I supposed to tell you about this? Um, I'm being shown that a lot of what you're interacting with and dealing with the angels has to do with ancient and sacred texts that were written in these languages, that you are now living and breathing and embodying in your own transformation. And if you want to research and get some concrete validation and evidence, you guys know I'm all about that, um, is to go back and look up or do some research into ancient, um, like Aramaic or Hebrew text, or teachings about self-enlightenment and um, what's the word they're sharing with me? Actualization, self-actualization, um, and reaching points of transformation and of the becoming of a wise one, of the becoming of a wise one. Does this make sense to you, Carol? Um, they're really showing me this because what's happening is the cosmic memory that you and I talked about during your private reading is bubbling up now. It's surfacing. You brought it with you. And now that you have accepted and surrendered and transformed so much of what this life gave you as a challenge for, you're just at a whole new level, Carol. This is really what you've been aiming for your whole life, okay? Whether you know it or not. This is what your soul came to do. And I'm so excited to see this because this is so rare. I see humans doing this in their life. And so now your cosmic memory is being unleashed. It's not just remembering past lives now, it's also what you come. You came with that information. And so in researching and looking into a lot of these ancient teachings and ancient texts, you don't have to read Hebrew or Aramaic, but these are really the two languages they're showing me. You're going to find this information translated, of course, and look up those topics that I gave you, because what you're going to find is that you know this and you're embodying this. And these were things that you have come and fought for before, you have come to teach, you have already learned, you know it, it's already in there. You don't have to relearn it all. What's going to happen is you're going to do this research and they're showing me you're going to see it. I mean, your angel standing over you like this, like embodying all this. This Akashic records are already in here. They're already in your cosmic memory and they're just going to flow through you. You are going to be bringing this into the vibrational frequency of our world just simply by your remembering. And you're just going to be like, oh, and I know this because I've done this. You're just like, oh yeah, that's right. You're not going to be learning anything from it. You're going to be remembering and awakening it. And in that awareness, you're going to bring the light of that power into this world. Okay? Do you get what I'm saying? All right, let's move over here. See if this makes sense. Wow, that's amazing. This angel has a big job. Let's see. Said night to Lindsay. Kelly says she's here. We have a little something from Joey. I don't know what these little lines are. They're supposed to mean something, I guess. Michelle says, good evening. All is well with us. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle Olivier. Good to see you. Here we go. Evidence. Wow, we talk about ancient teachings a lot. Yes, I'm not surprised. Your mom and I could have talked about ancient teachings for hours during her readings. That was really fun to share such ancient life memory. Okay, makes sense. Good. Makes sense. Oh yes, absolutely. And this goes to even beyond just Atlantis and ancient embodiments. This is now getting into the concrete texts that we have here in this world and teachings. So the ones that she thinks about, knows about, and wonders about, she will find that validation, right? Just like I saw the maps on one of Greg Braden's videos that I had drawn years ago in relation to Dead Sea Scrolls. Just that way, she will find evidence for what she knows and remembers. And that is her message from her angel. So evidently they're getting through to you, Carol, because doesn't it make sense? They're evidently getting through to you because they asked you to get on tonight. I was forced to get on so late. And they asked you to get on and ask a message for your angel. And I didn't have a clue until I started reading for you. Okay. Yes. Look it up. Look it up. And here's the fun thing that's going to happen. I know because I do this. What's going to happen is you're going to be in a wild goose chase. And once you start unleashing these things and looking for it, as you know from doing this before, it's just going to go off in so many directions. And there's going to be so much coming at you that you want to follow those leads. That's what you're here to do. Anyway, you got this. All right, ladies, I love you. Thank you for letting me read for you and getting on. Kelly, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Good night, Carol. Mwah. Talk to you soon and keep me posted. All right, ladies. Amazing. All right, guys. Let's see here. See who else is still on here waiting for me. Oh, that was so fun. So fun. Okay. Let's see here. Kira Jade, I'm so sorry, honey. Are you still here? Thank you guys for your just unequivocal patience. But I do need to give everyone the attention that they need and deserve for these readings. So there's only one of me. I can only go so fast. See, I always like to make sure you guys are here first. You guys think I'm ever going to finish this? Like, it's 10:15. Should I be drinking a straw coffee this late at night like this? No. I absolutely should not be. But I made it almost as good as Starbucks. So what can I say? All right. Let's see here. Yes, Kira, you're there. Yay. All right. Thank you, Kelly. Oh, I feel the love. I feel the love. Let's see. Kelly said mom had eye surgery today. She will be able to read better. Yes. Awesome. Don't forget, YouTube is field of wealth. If you can't read it yet or you want to switch reading it and hearing it, it's great. Even if you're a visual learner, okay? Thank you guys. Have a good evening. All right. Kira Jade, you're there. Excellent. All right, let's see what's going on here. I want to get back to your other messages, Kira Jade, because y'all three kind of go together, and I want to answer this. Make sure we answer this clearly and thoroughly. And nothing if I'm not thorough, guys. For better or for worse. Angelo. All right, Melissa, I want to get to you too, okay? All right. Oh, I see you, Lynn. I see you, Joey. Guys, if you are not getting a reading tonight, which I don't know if you are or not, tomorrow I'm going to be on here. Before I go to the barn, I'm going to do a live. So we'll do a makeup. I will have it posted in school. If you want to join my school, only the first 200 people join my school for free. We work on getting unstuck, on reclaiming our power, on manifesting our dreams. We work on not spilling mommy's coffee. We work on mediumship and everything metaphysical and spiritual and quantum physics stuff. Okay, so again, my school, only the first 200 people. I have thousands of people, guys, that follow me on different platforms. They will be moving over to school. If you want to be one of the first 200 people to get on for free, and you did not get a reading today, and you want to know when I'm live, you want my calendar events, you want to get on my free events, you want to do low paid or high paid, whatever, it's all there on school, okay? Now, I am looking, Kira, for, I know you want to hear from Robert Perry. Come back tomorrow, guys, if you're not getting called on tonight, if you missed me tonight. I just want to see, Kira, that order in which you had everything. Hold on a minute. Nelia, I didn't forget about you, honey. Melissa, I got you starred. My poor husband. He thought he was going to spend the evening with me. Huh. Okay. Dana Clay. Where is it? Darn it. So oh, Melissa, you guys releasing Back in the Wild. Awesome. Me too. Okay. Oh, Donna Clay. I'm so sorry. I got you started, honey. I'm looking for what Kira wrote. Oh, hi, Kels. Welcome. I'm good. Thank you. Oh, Linda Swan. I'm so sorry I didn't see you, girl. That's all right. I'll get back and comment on everybody's. Here we go. Here it is. Can I ask who's watching over my son and protecting him? And if he had anything negative connected to him? Okay. No, there's nothing negative connected to him as far as, let's define this, Kira, okay? I think this is a good question. Um, See you, Michelle Olivier. I think this is a good question, Kira. And if you're ever able to join our dual mastermind, oh yay, Nelia, welcome. If you're ever able to join our mastermind, Kira, we do the awakening your intuition and all the metaphysical and spiritual stuff on Tuesday, and then nights at work and manifesting on Thursday. It's only $47 for two 90-minute group coaching, right? Which is insane because I charge $10,000 a year just for basic coaching. So it's a great opportunity. But we talk about these things, and I'm glad you brought this up, Kira, because you wanted to know if there's any negative energy connected to him. I am going to say this specifically to you, but I'm also going to share in general, guys. One of the reasons I created the Awakening Your Intuition course, and I have this Awakening Your Intuition mastermind, is because I believe there's a lot of misinformation out there that feeds our ego that is incorrect. And I want to set this straight, okay? Yes, there can be negative energies that find us and connect to us. Absolutely. This includes people. We can connect negative energy because we attract what we give off. This doesn't mean you have to be a negative person. This could mean you have a subconscious fear of something or a repetitive fearful thought, and it connects that. It could mean that you're just super empathic and it draws negative energy from those who need this succubus type people. But I want to be very you're influencing him in any way. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Or influencing him in any way. So, but here's what I want to clarify and eliminate before we get into this. Okay. Yes, there not yes to him. Yes, there can be negative energies that are attracted to us and follow us. They are typically unconscious energies, and I will address that in a minute. What I am seeing, first of all, yes, he is watched over. I see two. I hate to say this because I don't like to do this. Because if anyone comes to meet your spirit guides, I don't want to be telling people how many spirit guides you have. I want you to have that for your own evidence. But right now, I see two spirit guides and I see angels around him. Okay, he is definitely watched over. But remember, he's got free will. Okay, so the only negative energies that I see truly around him are the influences of people that he has contact with. I do not see any unconscious negative blobs attaching themselves to him, which we have to be very careful about how we look at that. Okay. I see some, this is what I'm mentioning here. I mean, you may take this or leave this. I tell people how I see it and how it is and what comes through. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that don't want to hear these answers because it means having to make tough choices and personal transformations versus saying, oh, there's a troll attached to him or there's a negative blob attached to him. The only thing I do see that he has some subconscious, that means the 95% of his mind he's unaware of, Kira, has some patterns that have some hidden negative fears and beliefs that at this point in his life, they are they're awakening in his pain body. I'm being shown that a lot of what you are questioning, it seems or feels like negative entities or energies attaching to him or influencing him, is actually his own pain body. Here's the danger with this, Kira. And if you were one of my coaching clients, I would be able to go into this a lot more in depth. So I'm going to try to summarize it out for you, okay? Our pain body, as Eckhart Tolle describes in The Power of Now, when it awakens, it is attracted to and it is awakened by other people's pain bodies. What I'm seeing is that he is around some people that he considers friends or contacts that he knows or likes and thinks are fun. that have pain bodies on the negative side of the chart. And pain bodies attract like pain bodies. So when someone that has a heavy or negative pain body, that pain body gets triggered and awakened. They tend to awaken other negative pain bodies. We all have pain bodies, guys. It's just some of them are heavier than others. This often means, like in your children or even friends or relatives, you might sometimes see aspects of them awaken that you haven't seen before, that you don't like. And their pain bodies are being triggered by someone else's. The best solution to that is to not be around the people that trigger those negative pain bodies and awaken that aspect. Because the more awakened those aspects of your heavy pain bodies are, the more they will become a part of your everyday personality. It is good to, I'm being shown, I know this, but I'm going to share it to you this way. I'm being shown, and I agree with this, the way to eliminate negative behavior and influences and subconscious influence within ourselves, anything really, even if it's someone else coming at us who's really negative or dangerous, is to shine a light on it, right? If you are walking to your car and you're being stalked by someone or someone is following you and they're thinking about mugging you, the best thing to do is to turn on them and be like, what are you doing? You're shining your light on their bad intention. Okay. This also works within our own mind, within our own pain body. When you shine the light of awareness on something dark, it brings it to light. Okay. And what I'm seeing is that right now, your son is liking the path he's going down and the way he's being because it's his pain body being awakened. Here's a heads up, Kira, and I would take a note on this. Okay. Deep, heavy parts of our pain body can be awakened for 10 seconds and then disappear, or they could be awakened for 10 years. Okay. It depends on the part of our pain body it is, how deep it runs, how we handle it, and who is influencing it. I believe and I am seeing that he is around people that are triggering this. You might not see it, but pain bodies attract pain bodies. So if he is all of a sudden around someone or others who are awakening, who have similar parts of their pain body awakened, they will awaken that in him. He will find that attractive. He will think it's normal because it will be in his comfort zone. We do not see our pain bodies. Our pain bodies are even harder to recognize than our own egoic thoughts. This can be very dangerous, okay? And so, really, the best thing that can be had is for him to have some level of awareness and be removed from interaction with these people, okay? Um, that pain body is what you are when you are sensing, you're thinking maybe it's like some negative energy, like just like sucking on him. Yeah, that can happen. But in this case, it's his own pain body and the negative pain bodies of others. And that can be just as dangerous, if not more, actually, because it's actually harder to eliminate the pain body negativities like this than it is if an entity was following him around. Okay. So, like I said, the best way to do it is to not make it part of his personality, which a lot of times it becomes more part of our personality. It becomes a more awakened part of our personality if we are around the people that are awakening and triggering it. So the best thing to do is get out of Dodge with that. Okay. Let's see. I believe that he does and says things that are bothering me and others. Yeah. Well, he's being influenced by someone else's pain body. Either his pain body was awakened first and is awakening and triggering an attraction with other people whose negative pain bodies match his, or somebody else's near him that he's been hanging out with or watching or listening to. Maybe it's not even someone in his life. Maybe it's something he's watching on YouTube or listening. But I think it's someone or one to three people that he is passing by or interacting with that are awakening this in him. Okay. Aspects that you might have never recognized. Guys, there's aspects we don't recognize in ourselves, right? So, Let's see. Let's see here. Steve, welcome, buddy. I emailed you so many times. So just make sure if you want to hear from me, make sure you save my email to your contacts, okay? I'm so glad to see you, and I hope that you are well and you're okay. larkinsreadings@gmail.com. Just make sure that you do that, because I know when you wanted to join Meet Your Spirit Guides and you wanted a reading, I did email you. And if I don't hear back from people, sometimes I just don't. But sometimes I'm like, gee, I hope that person's okay. So I hope you're okay, my friend. I'm glad you're able to catch me. I'm on super late tonight. Let's see. I know one child in particular, but he's around then at school. Yeah. So, well, I mean, like I said, it's 1 to 3 people. I do believe the person you're referring to, the child you're referring to, Kira, is correct. I think as long as you are focusing on other aspects of his energy body, and you're focusing on, what I'm being told and shown right now is make sure, and you might have to create this, that he has other alternative influences outside of and beyond school. That means curricular activities outside of school with a whole different group of people that are a positive influence. One of the biggest thing I have seen as a therapist and as a coach is that when children start going down the wrong path, I hate to call it that way, but the wrong path, the dark path, a lot of the main difference I see in the ones that end up being okay and getting through it and the ones that don't is, do they have a variety of other outlets? Do they have like 2 or 3 other alternative sources for interaction and socialization, and to have extracurricular activities and interests that are separate? In other words, like for me, I had dance. I had in multiple places. I had 4 or 5 different places that I danced. I had martial arts, I had the zoo, and I had school. And I had other things too. But that was different. So if there was a bad influence in one place, I wasn't easily influenced by other people, but let's just use this as an example. There were other outlets. And the kids that usually end up getting in the most trouble are the ones that don't. All their extracurricular end up with the same group of kids. Okay. They don't have many choices. The more choices they have to choose, Kira, the better off they are. Okay. Let me see what else you're saying there here. Hold on. I don't want to miss anything. Hold on, Kira. I'm looking for any of your other comments here. Yeah, Steve, I'm usually on earlier. I just ended up on much later tonight. So, but Steve, you can join our school, and then you'll know when I'm live and see all my events and everything on school. Okay, buddy? You've been working on positive people around him. Yes, that's very important. And the other thing that is important for you, Kira, especially, both my parents were teachers. I love sharing this stuff. The other thing is make sure that it's not just people like you think are positive. Watch him. Make sure it's people he is interested in. Okay. Because especially as a boy, like he has to want to choose and be interested in an alternative. He might go and sit quietly and be nice and happy and not say much and enjoy, or seemingly enjoy, or be obedient and compliant with the positive influence that you're putting him around. But he has to have an interest in that. He has to want that. It has to be something he is like, ooh, when are we doing that again? When do we get to go back there? I mean, if it were me and my kid, man, I'd be okay. We're doing martial arts over here, and we're doing rock climbing there, and we're doing swimming here. Boy, you pick 3 of these 10 things that we're doing. You're going to be so busy and feel so confident. Give him opportunities, Kira, to feel so confident and so good, because especially with boys, with men, with guys, it's about how they feel. Right? They handle their feelings differently than women do. They don't analyze their feelings like we do. So for him to make a more positive choice, it has to be about how he feels about himself. So if he's hanging out with people that are not a good influence and he's getting attention, right? Boys don't have to have positive attention. They just want the attention. They don't even know that's how they're registering it. So, but if let's say he starts going rock climbing or caving, and then he starts, I don't know, he picks up an instrument, or he starts doing martial arts, and all of a sudden he finds that he's getting attention where he's feeling good about who he is. He's going to choose where he feels good about who he is. How does he like himself the best? And the next thing you know, those people that are bad influence are going to be off the radar. Your job, Kira, is to make sure he has enough of that the parts of his pain body that pop up are not those darkest sides. They're the sides that he can work with, that feel good to him, that he can build an identity this is who I want to be as a man, right? You get it? You get what I'm saying? Okay. All right, let's see here. Let's see if you got this. Awesome, Steve. Yeah, that school's free for the first 200 people. So good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're doing well. Let's see. All right, Kira, let me know what you think of that. I want to respond to Steve here quick in case I don't see him for another 6 months. Okay, I'll make sure to check. Missed the one video. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I've been busy too. Oh my gosh. No, that's fine. Well, we have the Meet Your Spirit Guides every month, so you can always join us. And, we're here. If you join school, it will always tell you what all of my weekly events are, what all my free events are, and a community where if you want to pop in and ask a question in the community, you could do that. Okay. But like I said, it's free for the first 200 people. So that's there if you need and want it. It's good to see you, my friend. All right. Kira, do you have any other questions or comments? Let me know, please. I see you, Michelle. Guys, I want to remind you, I really want to get to all of you tonight. And I also want to remind you, I am going through all of my lives and I'm commenting to people who I have not gotten to. If I have not gotten to you yet, for every live you see on the platform you're on, I have like 9 other social media outlets to get on and reply to. So I will get to you. You can always get readings from Veronica's other readers or like my Psychic Medium page. Please help support my YouTube page, guys, so I can eventually get monetized. It would really help if you like and follow my YouTube page. And just join my school. If you like anything I do, all my lives are listed on my school. So any and every event, coaching, mindset, transformation, manifesting, readings, they're all there. That's just the best place to be, okay? Kira, I want to see if you have any other questions. So guys, like if you didn't get a reading yet, I'm going to do a makeup reading tomorrow. It will be like 5:30 to 6:30 EDT. So you'll need to join me there because it'll be after my metaphysical mindset mastermind at 4 p.m. EDT. Okay. So if you didn't get a reading tonight, you can always go there. Let's see. Kira. Here we go. I just want to make sure you're clear on this. This is coming for the spirit guides too, guys. This is a combination of my coaching, what I know and am giving you, and what the spirit guides are giving me, and what is intuitively coming through for your son, okay? Let's see. You'll work on that with him. Okay. Do you know, Eric, one of his protectors are triggering my sister's dog? No, because they don't try to instigate like that, Kira. They don't try to instigate. I I am getting that the dog has some anxiety issues, and you need to figure out why. There's either something the dog is not getting, there's something the dog is confused about, or there's something that is really causing the dog anxiety. So either the dog needs to be getting out more and doing more things, or there's a new influence or someone or something that is causing anxiety. And that needs to be looked into, because the dogs can't verbally tell us, right, the way that we can tell each other. So that needs to be taken into account so that the dog feels relaxed and comfortable. I'm being shown the dog is not really able to relax well. Okay. Yeah, trying to tell him something. He needs something. Yeah, he needs something. There's no, none of the guides or protectors or anything are triggering him. No. I would try. Here's what I would try. Is it a? It could be, Kira. It could be, because what I'm getting is anxiety. It could be the dog picking up on the negative pain body, because guys, pain bodies are like entities, which again, Kira, is why you were sensing maybe there was an entity or something clinging to him. Pain bodies are like entities. They are a consciousness. It's really kind of creepy, to be honest. If you read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, you'll learn a lot about pain bodies. They're so hard to identify, and it really is creepy. It's almost like having being schizophrenic. When different parts of our pain body wake up, animals are very sensitive to it, and they can sense that. This is a part of your son's pain body that really hasn't been triggered before. So I believe this is what's causing the anxiety in the dog and why the dog is barking at your son. Okay. Not necessarily a bad way, but in a way that they need to create sort of a positive interaction together, because the dog is having a hard time not sensing this pain body. I know this sounds weird, but does that make sense? Let me know and keep me posted on that. All right. Kira, will you let me know, please? I'm going to wait to see if you have any other comments, Kira. I'm doing all right, but going through a lot right now. So sometime soon would be great. Thanks again. I'll try really hard to catch tomorrow. I might actually be able to make that one. Awesome. Well, I try to be on at 4 p.m. EDT on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Steve. But I do have live free other events. So if you follow the school, you'll have a better opportunity of getting that assistance, or just asking questions and things in the comments. Okay. You might even eventually want to join one of our masterminds and get in depth with these things. But be careful of trying too hard. Leave some space for things to fall into place on their own. Okay. Good to see you. And I look forward to seeing you soon. I'm glad you're okay. And guys, all things change, right? Everything is always in flux. That's one good thing we can always count on. All right, my friends. Well, my husband and my dad have been waiting for me and my pets. We've been on almost 2 hours. Please don't forget, join my school if you want to be one of the first 200 people on there for free. I will do a makeup live tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. EDT after my client mastermind. Don't forget, if you want to meet your spirit guides, for those of you that are interested, you have to message Larkin's Readings at gmail.com. Please save it to the contacts, or you cannot receive my information for the event. Either type spirit guides, or if you are feeling stuck and you want a free 20-minute discovery call to get your next 3 steps to get unstuck, you're never really stuck. You can also message discovery call instead. I only do 10 of those a week. Let's see here. That's an option along with the school link. And don't forget, Wednesday, guys, at 4 p.m. EDT, I am on live for another set of free readings like this. Thank you all for your patience, for being such a beautiful and gracious audience, and for holding space for one another and the angels. I'm going to leave us with our daily angel guidance card here, like I promised, which I forget to do every freaking time we do this on Mondays. Let's see what we have here for everybody here. This is a great one. I love it. I'm not surprised. So the card I pulled was Ask. Ask. I am not surprised that this came up on Angels in Action Day, because if you remember at the beginning of this, I said, you have to ask for help. We so often forget to ask. We assume because they're angels and they can see us, know what's going on, they're all powerful, that they can just intervene and rescue us. And the truth is, remember, the number one task of angels, the highest vibrational frequency that assists us, part of our spirit team, is that they protect your free will. First and foremost, before anything else, they will guard and protect your free will. So this also means that even to receive their help and assistance, you must ask, okay? This card says, ask us to help you in whatever situation you are going through, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. This is true. Your senses might not be aware of this, but they will. Remember, they are beyond space and time. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. Now, guys, I love cards because exactly what I channel in is what the cards will say. I don't know that I've ever even read this card, to be quite honest. It's blowing me away because it's exactly what I'm getting, okay? But this is what it's saying, word for word. This tells me my intuition and what they're telling me is the same thing. They drew this card for you. I know that sounds quirky, but it's true, okay? And I'm an evidence person, guys. I'm a science girl. I don't like the flaky stuff. Let's see. So we patiently await your request. So, guys, remember, you've got to ask. Remember my story where my ex was coming to throw me out the second story window, and my guardian angel was jumping up and down in between me and the window, looking at me saying, ask for help, ask for help. Come on, ask me for help. You're running out of time. And I'll never forget him doing that. But guys, he couldn't help me until I ask, right? I am not a victim mentality person. I'm just not. I didn't even think of the need to ask for help. I just curled up in a ball and put my hands over my head and said, oh, God, help me, because I knew I was going out that window and off the roof. And the second I asked, I watched it happen. The whole situation transformed, and my guardian angel was able to save me. So please, whether it is something that physically serious or whether it's the littlest thing, don't forget, your angels are literally waiting. All you have to do is ask, and then let go of the outcome and trust and watch miracles happen, okay? All right, guys, I love you so much. I will see you tomorrow or Wednesday. Don't forget to join me on school. Thank you all so much. Mwah. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or night. I'll see you soon.